The internet is full of information. It's a great place to go to if you're doing research, looking for answers, in the mood for entertainment, pretty much anything. But there are also some corners of the internet that should be avoided altogether. In fact, some serve no real purpose at all. These are weird websites that are completely pointless. Calling all duck lovers! This useless site turns your cursor into a duck, so you can make anything you want out of ducks. You can draw images, write words, you can even draw a duck. And let's face it, who doesn't love a duck made of ducks? Who doesn't love a random floating mango emitting heavenly light? This site is exactly that. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, and it's French, if that matters to you. Want to test out the scroll button on your mouse? Try this website. It's a page with a horse made out of keyboard characters with, you guessed it, endless legs. These legs are so long and they just keep going and going and going. If you keep scrolling, you might get to the bottom and finally see the horse's hooves. But who really has the time for that? If you're a comic book fan, you might like this next site. This website shows character from popular comic book series He-Man and the Masters of the Universe singing some of your favorite classics. I guess someone thought the users of the internet really needed to experience this. This site has a black background with the letters RGB printed in the middle. RGB stands for red, green, blue, which are the primary colors of light. They can be combined in different proportions to make all other colors. For example, red light and green light added together are seen as yellow light. How the site works is when you scroll over each letter, the background becomes the color that coincides with that letter. And if you quickly scroll back and forth over all the letters, the page starts flashing like strobe lights at a rave, and your eyes will absolutely hate you for it. As the name suggests, this site is quiet. Seriously. No white noise, no lo-fi music, just dead silence. You're prompted to press the spacebar, and this will allow you to progress through the quiet place. A series of statements and questions will be displayed on your screen. In the beginning, it seems like you only have to pass through a few statements, but what actually happens is that more statements and questions just keep popping up on the screen, and it feels like it won't end. If you decide to try this, you may end up getting so annoyed that you exit the website before you even get to the end. Or you may love the idea of being alone with your thoughts while being bombarded by millions of questions and statements. This site certainly lives up to its name. It is an optical illusion that creates the impression that you're falling. There are layers and layers that keep overlapping, and it makes you feel like you've fallen down a hole that's an endless vortex of colors. I don't know about you, but it kind of makes me feel like I want to throw up. Here's another site with images that will make your eyes hurt. This website is just a collection of optical illusions of different sizes moving around the screen. And the best part is that you can't scroll anywhere to escape them. You're stuck. It feels like you're trapped in another universe. And it might not surprise you to learn that this website was designed by the same creator of the Falling website. We're noticing a trend with this website creator. They love using their odd visual creations to make people feel nauseous. Thanks a lot, Raphael Rosendahl. The name of this next website sounds like it could be something inappropriate and sorta sexual. You really don't know what to expect. But you can rest easy. It's actually just a page with 2 corn dogs laying alongside one another with a dollop of mustard right in between them. And we can't forget the background music. It almost sounds like rock and roll elevator music. Is that a thing? Have you ever been flipped off by someone in traffic? Or a rude coworker? Well, now your screen can do it to you too. This website gives you the finger and moves it up and down as you move your cursor around the page. So, the next time someone makes you mad, send them the link to this website. I'm sure they'll get the message. This next site has 2 pixelated images of a ninja and an arm flexing its muscle. The only thing worse than a useless website with nonsensical images is one with images that can't even be seen clearly. Oh, and if you click on the images, you'll hear a voice saying ninja and flex over and over. I can't imagine someone actually staying on this website for more than 5 seconds, but stranger things have happened. If you're a cat lover, this next website might bring you great joy or fill you with immense anxiety. This page has multiple cats vigorously bouncing around like they're on a trampoline. And get this, there's even an option to make it rain, which, you guessed it, makes it rain cats. This site clearly took the whole raining cats and dogs thing way too literally. Despite the name, this website is in no way associated with the famous music group, the Pointer Sisters. Instead, the page flashes random pictures of people pointing whenever you move your cursor. The picture changes each time your cursor moves. There are pictures of people pointing in an office, people pointing at food, people pointing at cars, people pointing at each other. Who knew there were so many pictures of people pointing? If you're freaked out by super tiny circles or koalas, avoid visiting this next website. It starts off with one large circle in the center. You move your cursor over the circle and it divides into 4 smaller circles. Then, those smaller circles divide into even smaller circles each time you touch them with your cursor. This just keeps going and going and going until you lose your mind. But if you have the patience and the time, keep going till the end and you'll see a picture of a koala. And yes, I sat down for 5 minutes and did the whole thing. What can I say? I wanted to see the koala. If you're looking to add some theatrics to your life, check out this site. There's a button just sitting at the top of the page. Looks pretty unsuspecting, right? Well, once you press it, you hear Star Wars character Darth Vader screaming, "No!" in the most dramatic fashion. This one is perfect for those catastrophic and devastating moments in your life. If you visit this next website, you hear a voice that keeps repeating "Welcome to Zomblecom" in different vocal inflections, and it promises some great revelation, but doesn't actually do anything. You just sit there waiting and hoping for something to happen, but all it does is annoy and disappoint you. Websites like this are the reason I have trust issues. Just in case you don't have a calendar or you live under a rock, this site tells you when it's Christmas. This one is a bit complicated, so pay attention. If you visit the site on a day of the year that is not Christmas Day, the site will say no. But if you visit the site on Christmas Day, it will say yes. Super helpful, right? The Amazon website has a section dedicated to different kinds of products and services. There's Amazon Music, Amazon Fresh, Amazon Drive, Amazon Advertising, Amazon Business. You get the idea. Well, why not have one for dating too? For as little as $4.99, you could get yourself a hot date with just a few clicks. They even provide a star rating on each person, and they tell you how many of them are left in stock. And they'll even have you sign a non-ghosting agreement. And before you go calling the cops, this site is 100% fake, and the creators only made it as a joke. Have you ever felt like some dating sites just weren't specific enough to meet your needs? I mean, that's the reason for niche dating sites like farmersonly.com, meetandinmate.com, and redheadworld.net, where you can find people who have the same exact interests as you. Well, there's also Zombie Passions. This site was made for zombie lovers to connect and find a partner. Although this one is a bit unusual, we love it. It's always great when people can find others who are just like them. And if a dating site for zombie enthusiasts is the way to go, then do it. But if you're looking for a dating site where you can meet actual zombies, that would be a completely different website. Although they're all useless, this might be the most pointless site of them all. This website shows a man getting slapped in the face each time you move your cursor across the screen. Here's the best part. Wait for it. He gets slapped in the face with an eel. I still can't believe someone paid actual money for this domain name just so they could post this. Have you visited any of the pointless websites in this video? Let us know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, that can only mean one thing. You are seriously into some weird-ish. So go ahead and press that like button And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more weird content just like this.